What's up, Aries? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot, and I am here to do a 2025 prediction for you. But I'm only going to do 6 months. So we're just going to look at 6 months, the very first 6 months for Aries in the month, in the year of 2025. All right, so I'm using the HIVE Tarot 4 deck to do your reading. I have gone ahead and reversed 5 or 6 of these major arcanas. There are only 22, but I reversed about 5 or 6. Now, I don't know which ones are reversed, but you'll find out if you happen to receive a reverse major arcana. And since I decided to use the major arcanas, the focus would be on really paying attention to what's going on. Each card that I throw down will represent, a month. So the first card would be January, second card February, and so on. So just make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on. Also, I decided to throw a couple cards here, maybe on each of the 6 cards that I throw down there for you to get a little bit more information. Is the Lenormand card deck. This is a Lenormand deck that was created by who created this deck? Paris de Bono. Okay, I almost forgot Paris de Bono. And so you don't really read these cards in reverse, so I'll be just throwing some cards from this deck, giving you a little bit more information, okay? So the decision to use the major arcanas here is because they simply carry much more weight. This is why I say pay attention to what is being drawn for you for the month, and really take heed, okay? So again, I don't know which cards that have been reversed. We'll find out soon enough if you should happen to receive any of them. All right, so what are the 6-month predictions and energies for Aries? And I started with you guys because you start the zodiac off. So Aries predictions for 2025, the very first 6 months. What's coming up energetically for them? What do they have to look forward to? All right, Aries energy. And such a small, there are only 22 major arcana, so it's kind of like a little difficult here to shuffle. Anyway, and the reason why I went with the 6 months, because this being a large deck, and I wanted to use this deck because I feel that they're very, artistically, created. They were artistically created. There's 22 artists that created each of these major arcana. So each one is going to be different. Each major arcana that is thrown down here for you is not by the same creator or someone different. All right, so your January energy here, let's take a look and see what's going on here. I'll just set the cards down for you. And we're going to start off with the, so you got the major arcana, the Judgment card. All right, so Judgment is my awakening card, right? So basically there is an emphasis of some sort of spiritual protection for you. And this could be cast out for you, Aries, the entire month. Some things that you discover about yourself that you didn't know before. It could be positive or negative. I always say some things that you discover about other people that you didn't know before could be positive or negative. This is sort of like the dead arising from the graves. So this is a very important month for you, Aries, to move forward with pursuing whatever it is that you want to pursue. This is a sort of renewal or rebirth, similar to the death, but different, with different respect. But this is you awakening up to something that could be very important for you moving forward. Interestingly enough, it lands in the first month, so it's the new year. So if there was anything that you wanted to specifically do going into the new year, now's the time to do that, Aries. This is the Judgment card here. Now, you do want to keep in mind that the Judgment still is about you having to maintain a positive aspect of yourself and also having to, put that energy out there in a positive way in dealing and interacting with other people, because still, this is the card of karma. Aries, what you put out there is what you're going to get back. whether it's positive or negative. But I do feel that for the 2025 prediction in the month of January, the focus is for you to either, arise and awaken to do the things that you need to do that is necessary. Maybe 2024 didn't allow you to, move about or do the things or accomplish the things that you wanted to do. But this card here says, yes, go ahead and do those things that you are set forth to do or that you want to do. Okay, that is January, Aries. And the next card up here is going to be February. So let's see. All right, so we have a reversed major arcana. And just to let you know, this is the Hangman. And this is usually regarded as things, air suspension, sitting on the fence. And I always talk about in the regular readings here, if there's any actions or decisions that you have to, take care of or move forward with, just making sure that you take your time so that you're not ending up with a regret. Now, with the reversal of this here, then it's everything that I said prior. There's no sitting on the fence, no air suspension, and there's no waiting. So this could be also tagged onto the month of January where, you process things, you're awakening, and you want to do things that you maybe put off and you may not have been ready to do in 2024, but now this is the energy here for you to move forward. Still having to, take your time when it comes to anything that you're going to do action-wise or decision-wise, all right? Because I also could read this Hangman as you disregarding having to think things through carefully before you rush through, and then the reason for the Hangman is in the reverse. All right, so just be careful moving forward in February. Move forward, but move forward cautiously, because there may be some instances here where I'm sensing that you may be rushing straight on through without thinking things first, and then having to deal with, oh my God, what did I do? I should have took my time. I should have thought about this a little bit more. That energy, Aries, going to be attached to almost anything or everything happening with you in February of 2025. And happy Valentine's Day for all those Rams who celebrate Valentine's Day. Okay, so this energy could be attached to your relationships, romantic relationships, your friendships. It could be your job. It could be something going on with the family, that there's some sort of rushing through without thinking first. And this is the reason why the Hangman is in the reverse position. Okay, so the month of February here, I'm sorry for that pause, is a month of caution. Okay, for some Rams that I'm reading for, a month of caution. Pay attention to February. Okay. All right, let's look at March and see what March unfolds for you. Now you have the Strength card. Okay, the major arcana of the Strength card here. This is very powerful. So in the month of March, and I feel that, for some Rams that I'm reading for, the cutoff for Pisces going into your energy here may be, related to some of your birthdays or whatnot. But anyway, excuse me. March seems to be a very passionate, very intense, very powerful month. This is you, not necessarily coming across as strong arming anyone, but just living in your strength, living in your power. Any obstacles, Aries, or challenges in the month of March, you will overcome them. You got your energy of the Leo, your brother, your sister, or whatever you want to say, your partner, in unison here to help you strive and do the things that you need to do. Nothing is going to prevent you. Nothing is going to stop you. So this might be, since I'm only doing up to 6 months, this might be your strongest month so far. Okay. Something courageous. Now you attach that energy of being powerful, strong, and I'm not talking about strong arming anyone. No, of course not. This is owning your power, living up to your truth of your power, and just, exuberating all that energy, that force of energy, and it's going to be, dealt with for many of you with a great deal of passion for sure. Okay, things are going to be intense. Maybe they feel like they're going to be intense in the month of March. Of course, any types of sexual expression or energy also could be what I'm seeing in the month of March. So this might be your greatest month so far out of the 6 months, but we're not done yet. Okay, so very strong, very powerful, very courageous, or there could be something that is going on specifically for you in the month of March that requires the assistance of the strength card here for you. Okay, so you can think about that as well. Let's look at April. This is fully like going into your birthday energy here, but at the tail end of March for some of you. And we have the Hierophant. All right, so this is the energy that represents all types of spiritual protection, guidance, you name it. Also, I forgot to mention in the Judgment card, that is, some sort of energy too that could be related to spiritual protection as well. So whatever is going on here in terms of referring to January here, Aries, in terms of your awakening, moving forward, or doing the things that, you wanted to do that you didn't have time to do, just to move forward, there's a instance of some sort of spiritual protection, but you got even more, and it's maybe felt or even stronger in the month of April. Okay, now in the month of April, even though we're moved into your birthday, some of you in your birthday month, some of you can still be getting married, some of you could be getting, training on some sort of job, learning a new trade or something like that. There's some sort of teaching that may be involved. So yeah, there could be some sort of spiritual epiphanies, some source of spirituality being enhanced or enlightened about something spiritually. So April in your birthday month, for some rams that I'm reading for, offers that energy of protection. Themes here are teaching, learning, protection, spiritual epiphanies, enlightenment, marriage, on-the-job training. So we have the Hierophant. All right. So, and don't forget, I'm throwing cards down on each of these cards here to, add a little bit more information. All right. So this is April. Let's see what May holds for you, Aries. And so far, it's not too bad. I just feel that the month of February is the one that you need to particularly, be concerned about. And then, of course, I mentioned already the Strength card was, going to be one of your, like March is going to be one of your most powerful months, but not necessarily, because now in the month of May, for some rams here, we have the Lovers with major arcana. Now the Lovers encompasses all kinds of, partnerships, unions. It could be definitely romance. It could be, the romance thing could be emphasized here, but it could be business partnerships. It could be family stuff going on. So getting along well with others in the month of May seems to be the highlight here. Okay, so you're on an even playing field with everyone. So your month of May should be very, very smooth. Okay, if not, enjoying the quality time spent with, romantic partners, friends, family members, could be business partnerships. And remember, if you're still, like that single ram moving into 2025, the month of May may be very important for you, because this card here would unite and bring together romantic partnerships as well as platonic friendships and business partnerships as well. Okay, so you got the major arcana, the lovers in the month of May. And I shouldn't have stressed so much that the strength card was going to be the most powerful month. No, these are all major arcana. So everything that I'm throwing down here in consideration of 2025's energy for you is something that you need to take heed to. Okay, so but then you got the lovers here for May. Now let's finish off this reading here for you, Aries, and see what the month of June is going to foretell. Okay, so we got the Justice card. Justice card is actually pretty good too because, justice being served, things being in your favor, things moving along the way that you want. The scales represent balance. So the whole month of, June could be feeling like it's just balanced. Nothing is out of the ordinary. Some of you may be dealing with legal issues, some sort of legalities. Now with this, always throw in, workman's comp or whatnot, but it could be anything related to judgment being in your favor, as opposed to the judgment card in itself, the major arcana. This is the judge here, and then, whatever it is that's going on in terms of lawsuits, litigations, it's going to be in your favor. Scales always represent balance, so you can stretch that balanced energy out into other areas of your life. But in the month of June, you also, some areas may be, because this Justice card always represents feeling liberated, feeling at peace, definitely harmony. Did I say that someone can get married in front of the Justice of the Peace in the month of June? That could take that could be very well take place here for you. So yes, Justice card, feeling at peace, feeling liberated, feeling justified, things in your favor. All right. All things being in your favor. Okay, so this is what I have for you, Aries. I didn't know how this reading was going to turn out, so this is just something that I wanted to do and throw in there because wasn't really sure if I was going to do 2025 predictions because I didn't think there was any interest in it, but somebody threw in a comment saying, yeah, they look forward to these readings. So I think that out of this entire spread for you, I still will go back here in February. February here could be a month of caution here, okay? A month of caution. But anyway, let's throw some cards on top of each of these cards from the Lenomo Paris de Bono's deck. And I'll just add, whatever comes up, I'll just add my 2 cents or my spin on it, okay? Now, it may have, since they are still regarded as minor cards, they may have some sort of emphasis or place emphasis in terms of the energy with the majors, but we will see what happens, right? And just, keep in mind, this is all predictive energy here. All predictive. And of course, if you don't like what I'm saying to you, you can always look up what these major arcanas mean in the upright, in the reverse position, and still associated with the month that is thrown down here for you, okay? I don't always go by the LWB. I just come up with my own stuff. All right, so here we go, Aries. This is another small deck. It's only like 30, I think it's only 20 cards here in this deck. Anyway, for January, let's see what comes up here for you. Okay, so again, this is the card that represents clouds and it's confusion. So some of you may be experiencing some sort of confusion, feeling like there's maybe some sort of, dark clouds hanging over your head or something that is confusing you or would be confusing you at that moment, and it needs to be cleared up, okay? That's the confusion card, uncertainty. What else do I want to... Something feeling... something feeling, not only confused, it could be mental confusion. It could be something foggy or heavy in terms of your thinking, or it could be something else that's attached to your energy, and there's some sort of confusion that may step in or set in. Okay, so be wary of that. For February, the focus would be on love. Okay, now, rightfully so. Valentine's Day, right? Okay, so now the heart here in Lenomo just simply means relationships, love, all kinds of love. Now, that love can be extended out to, romantic partners, definitely family, and definitely friends. And it could be an expression from you, Aries, to those that are closest to you. Now, take that energy of the heart and love, and if you want to connect the message to the reversal of the hangman, just for instance, I'll throw in that you rush into a relationship that you haven't even invested in. Okay, that's what I'm saying. So this is where you have to be, very mindful here of what's taking place here in the month of February, because I'm still getting that energy of Aries rushing into something without thinking first. So it may be related to a new romantic partnership, or it could be anything that's going on. So take heed to that. All right. So in the month of March, on top of strength, there's opportunities. The key always represents opportunities, Aries. Opportunities. So there could be an opportunity that may open up for you in some area. Okay. Now that could be a job offer, could be a promotion, or something related to a business, or any other opportunities that may present themselves, and that will come through for some of you in the month of March. Now, for the month of April, the majority, well, I shouldn't say the majority of your birthdays, but a lot of birthdays are in April, right? On the Hierophant, we have, okay, so the 19, which is really this is your thing related to your job, your boss. This could be the other person, the other man, okay? But this is about careers. This is about performance. This is about professionalism. And yeah, look at that. So when I talk about promotions and, with the Hierophant and whatnot, this lands on the Hierophant. This is about your career here, Aries. 19 is about your career. Good things about your career. So like I said, it could be a job offer, promotion, some sort of leadership taking place here. The other person, which would represent male energies. It could be the other person when it comes to a relationship. All right. So I'm taking my time with this here because I really like the flow so far. Anyway, in the month of May, we have the birds. The bird simply means you're talking, chattering. So you could be just, listen, it falls on the lover. So it could be anything in terms of communicating with your current romantic partner. It could be chatting on social media. This is what the birds represent. There's a lot of talks that will be going on in the month of February, and rightfully so. It's on the lovers. That's relationships. So communication is very important, or will be very important for you in the month of May. A lot of you, social media, social networking, chit chat, chattering, chatterbox. All right. On justice in the month of June, we have the stork. The stork just basically means some of you may be traveling. Some of you may be, okay, if you're traveling, it's June. June would be the summer months, part of the summer months, right? So it could be that you start to travel in the month of June, or there's some traveling coming up. Now, that could be abroad, or that could be, within the United States, but there's some sort of traveling. Also, Aries, there's pregnancy news around you, or someone giving birth to a child. The stork always represents pregnancy news or birth of a child, but also, too, traveling. All right, so that is going to sit on the justice card. And basically, this is what I have for you, Aries. Okay, I wanted to make this really simplified. I hope that it's simplified to you. Again, it's just me interpreting these messages. Take what's going to work for you, leave the rest alone. I do appreciate you guys. Want to wish you all a very happy and safe New Year 2025. All right, always come back to my channel, Souls Intuitive Tarot, to get more of these messages from me, Aries, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Ciao.